The Last of Us Part 1 puts you in the shoes of Joel, a hardened survivor in a world that's completely fallen apart after a deadly outbreak. Right from the start, you feel the weight he carries, loss, anger, and a need to just keep going. But everything shifts when he's tasked with escorting Ellie, a young girl who might be the key to saving humanity. What makes this game a masterpiece isn't just the intense stealth and combat. It's the bond that slowly builds between two broken people. Every quiet moment, every fight, and every choice hits with real emotion. It receives a Metacritic score of 95, being masterpiece. You start off in GTA 5, right in the middle of a messy bank robbery gone sideways, with Michael, Trevor, and Brad trying to make a break for it. The intro throws you into the chaos, and it sets the tone for what's coming. Heists, the trail, and a lot of trouble. What makes this game so loved is the freedom it gives you. You can switch between three totally different characters: Michael, the retired criminal, Franklin, the street-smart driver, and Trevor, the absolute maniac. And each one brings their own vibe to the story. Whether you're pulling off big jobs or just messing around in Los Santos, there's always something wild to do. GTA 5 earned a Metacritic score of 97. Alan Wake 2 tells the story of Alan, a writer trapped in a twisted, nightmarish dimension, and Saga Anderson, an FBI agent investigating a series of bizarre murders in the mysterious town of Bright Falls. Alan tries to escape by rewriting reality through his words, while Saga uncovers dark secrets tied to supernatural forces. The game blends psychological horror, intense storytelling, and haunting visuals to create a truly gripping experience. As the story progresses, both characters face terrifying enemies, shifting realities, and personal demons, but they keep fighting to uncover the truth and survive. Alan's desperate struggle and Saga's determination make them both unforgettable. What players love most about the game is its creepy atmosphere, deep narrative, and unique gameplay style. It was praised by fans and critics alike, but despite all the love, it missed out on winning Game of the Year. It receives Metacritic score of 89, making it perfect. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain drops you into the role of Big Boss, also known as Venom Snake, waking up from a coma with the world changed and everything he built left in ruins. From the very start, you're thrown into chaos, trying to escape a burning hospital while hunted by strange, supernatural forces. What makes this game so loved is the freedom it gives you, sneaking through open-ended missions, building your own private army, and shaping how you approach every situation. Big Boss isn't just a soldier. He's a legend built through your choices, and every move feels sharp, stylish, and deeply personal. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain was nominated for Game of the Year and praised for its open-world design, stealth mechanics, and player freedom. However, it ultimately lost the award to titles that offered a more complete narrative and emotional impact, as MGS5 was criticized for its unfinished story and missing content. It receives a Metacritic score of 93, making it masterpiece. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game where we play as Arthur Morgan, a gunslinger, fighter, and loyal friend who rides with his gang. The most prominent members include Dutch, John, and the traitor Micah. Arthur robs banks, trains, and many other places. He is the most badass gunslinger in the game. As the story progresses, the gang faces many problems and tensions, but Arthur stays loyal and keeps helping his fellows. Later, he is betrayed by Micah and his most trusted companion, Dutch. What players love about the game is its story, mechanics, and environment. People really enjoyed the game and loved it, but it surprisingly missed out on Game of the Year. What people love most is the emotional weight behind it all. Arthur's journey isn't just about guns and horses, it's about loyalty, redemption, and questioning the life he's lived. It's cinematic, raw, and hits you harder the deeper you go. Red Dead Redemption 2 achieved the Metacritic score of 97. Assassin's Creed Origins opens with Bayek of Siwa, Egypt's last Medjay, returning home scarred by loss and driven by revenge. The game throws you into a dusty temple fight almost immediately, and you can feel the weight of Bayek's grief in every blow. What makes it so loved is how it reshaped the series, blending RPG mechanics with a vast, vibrant world full of mystery, culture, and history. Bayek is more than just an assassin. He's a father, a husband, and a protector, trying to make sense of a changing world. Exploring ancient Egypt through his eyes feels personal and powerful. It receives a Metacritic score of 81. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice puts you inside the mind of Senua, a Celtic warrior battling through a haunting, mythic world to save the soul of her lost love. From the start, it's clear this journey is unlike anything else. The voices in her head, the shifting reality around her, and the weight of grief make every step feel personal and heavy. What players love most is how deeply it pulls you into her struggle. The combat is intense but raw, the puzzles are surreal, and the entire experience feels like you're walking through her pain, strength, and determination. It's powerful, quiet, and unforgettable. It receives a Metacritic score of 81. Resident Evil 4 Remake drops you straight into tension as Leon S. Kennedy, now a hardened government agent, sent deep into a creepy European village to rescue the president's daughter. You're surrounded by villagers with axes and pitchforks. What fans love is how it blends horror and action so smoothly. The remake keeps the spirit of the original but adds tighter controls, smarter enemies, and a new mechanics every time encounter feels like a fight to survive. It received Metacritic score of 93. Rise of the Tomb Raider kicks off with Lara Croft scaling a frozen mountain, chasing the truth behind an ancient secret her father died believing in. Right away, the game throws you into danger, snowstorms, collapsing cliffs, and the kind of high-stakes survival that Lara's become known for. You play as her as she pushes deeper into Siberia, racing against a shadowy group called Trinity. What players love most is how Lara grows, not just stronger, but more confident and determined. The mix of exploration, clever puzzles, and fluid combat makes every moment feel like you're uncovering history with your own hands. It has received Metacritic score of 86. The Witcher 3 throws you straight into the boots of Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter chasing whispers of his lost love Yennefer, while war tears the land apart. It opens with a haunting dream, a burning battlefield, and then drops you into a muddy village where even the smallest problems feel layered and real. People love this game for its storytelling. Every quest, even the side ones, feels personal and morally messy. Geralt isn't just swinging swords, he's choosing who to help, who to trust, and how much of his humanity to hold on to. It's gritty, heartfelt, and absolutely unforgettable. Witcher 3 receives a Metacritic score of 92, which is stunning. Skyrim starts with you as a nameless prisoner, tied up in the back of a cart, moments away from execution, until a dragon crashes the party and throws the whole world into chaos. From there, you're free to become whoever you want, a thief, a mage, a warrior, or even all three. You play as the Dragonborn, someone with the power to speak the language of dragons and absorb their souls. What players love most is the freedom, wandering snowy peaks, diving into forgotten ruins, getting lost in side quests that feel more real than main stories in other games. It's your journey, and the world just reacts to it. Skyrim received Metacritic score of 96. Ghost of Tsushima begins with a brutal Mongol invasion, where you play as Jin Sakai, a samurai left for dead as his island burns around him. The intro throws you into a hopeless battle, where honor clashes with survival, and Jin is forced to question everything he was taught. What makes the game so loved is how it blends quiet beauty with intense action. Fields of flowers and bamboo forests are just as unforgettable as the sword duels. Jin's journey from noble warrior to the feared ghost is emotional, haunting, and full of tough choices that reshape not just him, but all of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima receives a Metacritic score of 84. Elden Ring begins with your character, the Tarnished, awakening in a broken world, where gods have fallen, kingdoms lie in ruins, and everything wants to kill you. There's no hand-holding, no long intro cutscene, just silence, a cryptic message, and a world waiting to be explored. You walk out into Limgrave and immediately feel the scale of it all, with that massive golden tree glowing in the distance. What makes it so loved is the freedom. You can go anywhere, fight anything, or run from everything. You shape your build, your path, your legend. Whether you're a knight, sorcerer, or something in between, it's you who writes the story. Elden Ring receives a Metacritic score of 96, making it absolute masterpiece. Baldur's Gate 3 begins with you waking up on a Mind Flayer ship, freshly infected with a parasite that threatens to turn you into one of them. It's chaotic, weird, and immediately intense as you crash land and start gathering a group of equally cursed misfits. You create your own character or pick from origin characters like Astarion or Shadowheart, each with deep backstories and layers to uncover. What makes it so loved is how every choice, every line of dialogue, and every dice roll can shift your path. Whether you're seducing a vampire, arguing with a god, or blowing up a goblin camp, it always feels like your adventure. Baldur's Gate 3 received a Metacritic score of 96, making it immersive as it seems. Cyberpunk 2077 kicks off with you choosing who your version of V is going to be, Street Kid, Corpo, or Nomad, and right from the start, you're thrown into Night City, a place that's loud, dirty, alive, and full of trouble. The opening sets the stage with you hustling for creds and climbing the ladder, eventually leading to a mission that goes completely sideways and puts a digital ghost, Johnny Silverhand, right in your head. What people love about this game is how deep the world feels, how reactive it is, and how much personality V brings to every choice. Whether you're sneaking, hacking, or blasting through enemies, it always feels like your story. Cyberpunk 2077 receives a Metacritic score of 86 just because of launch with bugs, but now the game is fixed and good. Wukong follows the journey of the Destined One, inspired by the legendary Monkey King as he battles mythical beasts and powerful gods in a beautifully crafted world based on Chinese mythology. The character is fast, fierce, and armed with a magical staff, capable of transforming and using mystical powers in combat. The game features intense boss fights, stunning visuals, and deep lore that pulls players into its dark, mysterious world. As the story unfolds, the hero faces overwhelming odds and uncovers ancient secrets tied to his destiny. Players are drawn to the fluid combat, rich atmosphere, and cinematic storytelling. While it became one of the most talked-about releases and earned critical acclaim, it surprisingly missed out on winning Game of the Year, though many believe it deserved the honor for its creativity and ambition.